Hello, my dear Cancerians. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. You can see I started off shuffling the cards, and I'm glad I actually took this minute. That's why I do that sometimes, especially when I'm working with the Wild Unknown Archetype deck, is to take a bit of a minute and really look at the cards. I'm glad I did that because it took me a little bit here to try to figure out what I'm seeing. And I think like the energy that I'm going to tell you that is coming through in this reading, I think for a small number of you, I think that this will have the metaphor that I will use in this will be your literal experience. Or this will be your situation. Others of you, it is very much a metaphor, and it has an awful lot to do with new beginnings and those new beginnings taking hold, and maybe like, why is this not working, sort of thing. Like, so, okay. So interesting. Well, we're going to start right here with this is the underlying card, the womb. And if that card wasn't there, I think I would have had a big struggle trying to understand exactly what your reading is. I think I would have come to it eventually, but that really, really cements it for me. Now, okay, I'm just going to tell you, you saw me hold up the cards. I'll probably hold them up again at different points too. But what I'm seeing here is the energy of someone who is, there's no other way I can say this, but it's almost like someone who's waiting to get pregnant. It's somebody who's waiting for enough time. Has enough time gone by? Can I do a pregnancy test? Like, that's literally what this reading really, really feels like here. We are talking about, this is your energy. I know it's gnosis. It's trying to understand the mystery. There's a mystery. And it's the moon. The moon is so prominent in this card. And right, she's just waiting. She's waiting for the butterfly. She's waiting for the, like, something to hatch out of the womb. And now, right, so I said that for some of you, like, that's the metaphor I'm using here, that it's like waiting to see, did this take hold? Am I pregnant? Or is my partner pregnant? Or, but right, what does that symbolize? This symbolizes a whole new cycle, like a whole new big cycle that's going to change your life. So that is how it is going to be probably for many of you as the metaphor of this reading for you, like metaphorically speaking. But I know to a T that there is at least one person or more that who will be coming to this reading, and it literally is that. You are like watching your moon cycles here very closely, and it does talk about with this Gnosis card that mysteries lead into facts, and facts lead into mysteries. And so it's trying to understand what's going on. Like, there could be, because if there's something going on inside you, right? Metaphorically for many of you, that these are things that you can't see. If the universe is orchestrating things and whatnot, like, right? If you think about it, most women don't know when their egg has been fertilized. Some will notice changes in their body once that egg perhaps it attaches to the actual womb, because once that attachment is created, there are chemical changes that are going on in the body right away. And like, I could just say for myself, I was peeing like a racehorse 2 days before it was even time to do a pregnancy test. And I was like, this is not normal. Like, it was just crazy. And I knew, but right, it's not necessarily a fact. There's some type of mystery. There's something different going on here. So your energy is definitely, if anything, you were determined to wait and be patient. And when it's the right time, when it is the right time. Okay, the energy, I'm trying to understand the energy that doesn't benefit you. Now, this is very interesting. Right, you got to wait until you do your pregnancy test, or you go to the doctor, or whatever it's going to be. I feel like this reading is saying for some of you that you are. Because what doesn't benefit you is launching a new seed. Like, literally, right? Like launching a new seed. That doesn't benefit you. You wouldn't be doing that. That wouldn't be helpful if your body released a new egg when you were already pregnant. That's not going to happen, isn't it? Isn't that curious? So that's like, it doesn't benefit you to have a new beginning, to launch, actualize, and potential. Now, again, if we're talking as a metaphor here, you're waiting because it's almost like there's some type of mystery in your life here, right? You're trying to understand this mystery. You're being very patient in this mystery. You're waiting. You're determined to wait because whatever this is, it means a lot to you and whatever area of your life this could be. And maybe, right, you're thinking, you know what, like maybe through enough experience here, also with Gnosis, because that's also about esoteric information and knowledge and seeing the truth in things where it is not readily discoverable. So you may have sort of come to the determination on your own that there are certain things that are divinely guided to you. And then there are certain things that you can go out and achieve for yourself. And the ones that are divinely guided to you are usually very significant and important. So you could be sitting in this period here thinking, like, I don't know, like let's say it's like a partnership of some type, a business partner, a romantic partner. And if you introduce something of that element into your life and it's not divinely guided, it's just going to be full of karmic lessons, difficulties. It's not going to, it's just for the sake of something. You don't want for the sake of something is what I'm getting here. And some of you may even recognize that just going off and launching a brand new beginning here is not in your best interest. Okay, so, all right, with this. Now, the energy that does benefit you, that is for your highest good. Now, this is where launching a seed. Okay. I'm not sure how this fits into if you are pregnant, okay? We'll figure that out in a minute. Because for some of you, you are even contemplating, is it the right time to start a family? Is it the right time to launch or actualize myself in some way? Launching is not the thing that you want to do here. So even if some of you were thinking of, I don't know, is it IVF, where you take like hormone injections to help increase ovulation, like that's not in your benefit, right? So, okay, this is a general reading, and this is this is the kind of reading where I would say, like the topics that we're talking about, it is really important that you make these decisions between yourself and your doctor, right? You're not going to go on a tarot reader just on YouTube here. So, right, I just going to put that out there. I think most of you understand that anyways. And just, you may not be having any problems in this, and I'm not picking you up, but it could be the theme of something you're going on in your life too. So don't take that on and say, oh no, nothing's going to work out, because that's not necessarily it as well. This whole thing just could be a big metaphor, but it really screams loudly to me here. Okay, the energy that is for your highest good, that does benefit you, is the river of regret. The river of regret. Now, as I say that, it sounds very sad and disappointing, but it does not come across that way. So, let's say you are in a situation here where you've been waiting to launch or actualize, or you have been waiting for the right time to start a family, and for whatever reason, it's not happening for you. It might not feel like it's benefiting you right now, right? It's like, well, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I hoped for. But the river is an energy where sort of like God is in control here and taking us down that river. It's usually full of awakening. So it's full of knowings and information coming to us that was not able to move past our ego. But it may not be to that level. Like it just could be, as time goes on, things unfold, things happen, and then you realize, oh my gosh, I'm glad I never did that, or I'm glad we didn't start then, or I'm glad I didn't launch and actualize myself at that time. Like, because the river takes us further than we imagine that we will go. Okay? So the benefit here is to see, I'm probably going to start to pull away from that theme a little bit here. I'm still, like, I feel very confident that some of you are pregnant, and I'm not sure how this energy is for your highest good. It could be, there could be something here, there could be some regret in maybe like a family. If you do start a family, like maybe, I don't know, maybe there's, maybe you're separated from your sister or your brother or something like that, or from a parent. And you could just see how this unfolds into regret over time, that, oh, I'm sorry, that I wish that person had been there. Or I wish that, you know, I was, my mom or my dad was able to be alive when I had a family. Like, so there's something like that. Here, the river, because the river takes us further than we will imagine going. Okay. And that is very, very much for somebody here who is patiently waiting. I feel like there's somebody who's waiting. You could even be watching this while you're looking at like a pregnancy test right now. Okay. I'm really intrigued. I'm kind of pulling out of that theme, and I am really, really intrigued with what is for your highest good here, because it is a river where you see where there's a regret. Maybe somebody regrets something around you, or you end up regretting something. And it's because this river takes us beyond what we would imagine. So I'm gonna need the tarot. Well, I'm using it for everybody anyways. It's like your energy is that there's something here that you don't know. You're waiting. You're determined to wait. Okay, yeah, it's time for the tarot, because Gnosis is tricky. It's almost like that. It reminds me, the way it's described is, right, like when you are delving deep into truth and cosmic laws and things like that. It's when you start going down an area that is known. The more you know, the more questions you have, so the more mystery. It's like all questions cannot be fully answered. It's impossible. There's always another question. So you end up in more mystery and illusion, and then illusion does eventually bring you back to knowing, and it comes around again, right? Like that's what this bird is doing in the card. So I feel like some of you are waiting to truly see something. You have to be careful, because it also reminds me of, you know, when you're talking and you're about to say something. I mean, this happens to me a lot because I'm talking a lot when I'm on the camera. And there's a word or a thought that comes into my head, or a lot of times it could be like a song, and then it's, oh, I'm about to say it, and then it's gone. And then I'll sit there and I'll concentrate. Oh, what was it? What was it? What was it? The more that I'm looking at it directly and trying to ask and pull on it, the further away it goes, and I can't retrieve it. And I've just learned, like, just let it go. It'll come into my head when I'm doing something else, and it just, whoop, there it is. And that's exactly, like, that's kind of this gnosis energy. I see, like, that's how it works. I feel anyways, the more you pull on it, the more you look at it directly, the harder it is to see. So you're patiently waiting. Okay, so what is this gnosis to you? The Five of Wands and the Three of Wands. Oh, okay. Now that's it. Now that's all I needed. I needed some tarot to really ground this energy. Even though we don't have pentacles, it's still grounding it for me. Okay, there's a conflict here. There's something conflictive around you, and you're not sure why. Or you may feel like, okay, there could be, wow, that's interesting. I'm going to say this. I don't know, do you know this or not? You're patient, you're waiting. I feel like there's someone around you who has a regret. That's over here. I feel like there's someone around you who regrets something. So how this is coming out is, I don't know, there could be a lot of people maybe over the years that there's been possibly difficult endings or misunderstood endings between you and some of these people. It's almost like you feel like something is coming towards you here. but you may not be sure what it is with gnosis. You may think one minute you know what it is, and then the next minute you may feel like it's something else. It's something or someone else. Because what conflict is it that comes towards you, right? And so regret, there's a river here. You're going down the river, I feel like, towards someone who regrets something that played out between you and them. So you're patiently waiting, determined, patient. Oh, you are. Justice. Justice, the world, and the Two of Cups. Wow, this is significant. Because when justice comes in, this is final with the world. And then it's almost like there's peace. Then there's peace between two sides. There's even too, like, it could be waiting to have a conversation with someone. Waiting for, like, you know, maybe it's waiting at a family function. Waiting for, I always say uncles, so let's say aunts. Waiting for Aunt Manara. Waiting for Aunt Manara to come by. Because with the Three of Wands, it's kind of like that waiting that's expecting. Something has happened here and you know, oh, that there's a seed. A seed, right? The Three of Wands are the seeds that we've planted and what comes in for us. But there's a conflict with this, with the Five of Wands. An argument. Justice, the world, and the Two of Cups. Because it's almost like something is hatched out here. And it makes everything right. And then that's it. It's finished. It's properly finished. Now, again, for some of you, I think this is a pregnancy again. And this is the justice. And then that's the end. It takes it right to the end of the cycle. And then you and whoever are going to be very happy. Like, right? Interesting. Okay. That is your energy. The energy that benefits you is the river of regret. The river. Ooh, the Five of Pentacles, the Son of Swords, and the Lovers. Well, I don't know. I'm going to say this because I know 9 times out of 10, and I don't know, somebody got mad at me once when I was, I put a little disclaimer. I said, oh, I don't know if you're going to like this. It looks like an X or something. This was like just a couple months ago in a reading. I mean, I've been doing this for like 5 years or more now. I don't even know anymore. I've been doing this. And you just learn over time, reading for so many people, that 90% of people are not interested in their ex or somebody that they feel like did them wrong coming back into their life. And it was kind of like that, right? And I just said, well, you know, you might not like that. The person got all upset. Me in the comments like, what do you mean? How can you say that some people don't want their ex? I'm like, I'm just, you know, trying to be supportive of the 90% that I know will not want to hear it. Anyways, so having put that disclaimer out there, this is somebody here. This is a river. There's unexpected. This flows very nicely. I don't know if this is like centered around some type of an apology, explanation. You and Aunt Manera hash it out at the family event. It makes everything right. It actually works in your favor for there to be some type of distance between you and another person. They come like flying back. With the Sun, with the Knight of Swords and the Lovers, they come flying back. Is it them? Where's the river? Because it feels like you're waiting You're waiting for justice around some type of conflict to really come to a final conclusion here. Okay, what's the regret? Let me just, what's the regret here? What's the regret? The Daughter of Wands. Well, it sounds something that's been spoken. It's the Page of Wands. Energy that benefits you is regretting something that's been said and seeing where that goes. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Okay. What's been said? Now I'm getting nosy. Oh my God. The Nine of Cups and the Star. Wow. I don't know. It's almost like everything I've ever dreamed of, that's my blessing. Oh, interesting. Yeah, no. This is going where it was before. This is literally like... Why? They regret saying that. Somebody regrets... So confused in your reading. There's so many elements. It's because it starts with gnosis. It starts with gnosis. Everything will be clear, and then it will become illusional and confusing again. And then the illusion and confusion will drive back into clarity. It's a benefit to you. Someone here regrets saying something, like sharing their dream or their wish. I wonder why, but that's a benefit. It's a benefit to have regrets. Okay, it's a benefit to have regrets. The river takes us further than we imagined, and I mean, it takes you somewhere nice, because you go from the Five of Pentacles to the Lovers, and it's so clear. It's so clear, like, right, with the Son of Swords, the Knight of Swords. It's incredibly clear, and there's no other question around it. So regret is a benefit here. What doesn't benefit you is the seeds of potential and launching, a beginning. The seed of beginning doesn't benefit you. What's the seed around? It's all landing on the Star. The Eight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. You can't go down this path. I don't know. It's all I can say. Like, even if you did manage to hatch out in that environment, then this little guy's here ready to poke you with his antlers. Like, it just feels okay, because it's not your benefit. It's not. Even if you did manage to do something new here, like, you can't move forward. You won't be allowed. There's some type of destiny here that you're meant to walk. A path of destiny that you're meant to walk. Primavera. Is that like an Italian dish? Is that not an Italian dish? Primavera. She who begins. Stay away from Italian food. I don't know. So good though. Primavera. What the fuck is that? I know that's a thing, right? Isn't that a sauce? Primavera. I was just watching a Korean cooking competition, and now I want to cook pork belly. I want to boil that stuff, and then I want to deep fry. Three of Pentacles. I mean, it's a new collaboration. What do you need? You need to sit tight on something here. See where God takes this, you. This beginning, the Three of Pentacles. It's not for your highest good. Is it a new work project? Oh, see, that's interesting too. It could be. Like, if you find, again, I'm leaning into this pregnancy thing. But okay, even like a pregnancy, it's a new beginning that will be birthed into your life. And the universe is kind of in control of this. It really is, right? Like, it's one of those things, like even getting pregnant. It's like it's in a totally unseen area of us. We can't see it happen. We don't know it's happening. It's the mysteries of life. And that's very strong in this reading. Because you don't want to start something new. You don't want to go start a new work project or something like that. Well, you find out you're pregnant. Okay, so now that changes my... Well, it's not to say that you can't. I mean, you can do whatever you want. Somebody once... There was someone where I worked, and she was hiding that she was pregnant. I think she was, no, 5 or 6 months pregnant, and she started a new job. Of course, she's going to go on mat leave pretty soon. Anyways, I was like, I don't care, whatever. Do whatever you want. It's my boss's problem. But yeah, I mean, it could be something like that. Why is the womb here? Why is the womb? It's the whole, like there is something. Oh, no. You got the 6 of Swords. That's like the river. It's like going down the river. That's crazy. God is in charge of this. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's so fascinating. I don't know what else to ask. I feel like it's all been kind of like, yeah, patched it out here. The 9 of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. Well, yeah. Doesn't that kind of feel like that there's things outside of your control here? And you think about it and it gives you anxiety. And you think about it, it gives you anxiety. Think about it, it gives you anxiety. That's very interesting. I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended Cancer, I'm going to ask, what am I asking? What energy within you is depleted? How can you replenish this depleted energy? And what is your greatest achievement yet to come? For some of you, I think it will be a page. A page. Thank you so much, my dear portals of love. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.